Jump pads got a huge leap in performance during update 3.5, so today I'm going to show you how to make the most out of them, and not just the basics, we're going to go into some pretty advanced techniques too. Jump pads can be unlocked in tier 2 in the jump pad milestone. This gives access to the jump pads which allow us to launch ourselves to a given location indicated by the hologram launch projection. Add a jelly pad landing and you will find yourself safely at your destination. Now these jump pads can be placed both on the floor but also on walls and ceilings, making them a lot more customizable. It should be noted though that jump pads require 5 megawatts of power whilst charging, and once charged consume no electricity. Each jump pad holds a maximum of 5 charges at any one time, and if expelled all at once, you may find that they need to wait for them to recharge. This generally takes a few seconds. These jump pads are great for ascending levels or spanning larger distances, but if we position them in line with other jump pads, we can create a chained effect, allowing us to span long distances in a short time or to traverse vertical heights quickly. The adjustable nature of these jump pads is what makes them so great. And once we've placed them on the floor, we can set this by scrolling with the mouse wheel to adjust the angle. Later on, you will unlock hypertubes and they do have their uses, but in spanning longer distances, the bounce pad is superior. And yes, I know, what about hypertube launchers? You're right, they have their uses, but hear me out here. A single hypertube entrance is the equivalent of 2 jump pads, and if we place them in a line covering the same distance as a single hypertube, the jump pads actually end up being ever so slightly quicker. We then have the hypertube launcher, which is great but very power hungry, but for long distances the accelerator is very useful. But you can actually reduce the power expenses of a lot of these hypertubes by simply adding a single jump pad prior to the launcher pointing inwards, and it can reduce the footprint of the build too, and this can be combined with multiple jump pads. Doing so will allow you to reduce the amount of hypertube entrances that you use, and it can save you as much as 50% or greater the power cost to use these. There is one slight problem though, which is due to their nature. Placing them on foundations means that we can only position the pads in one of 4 directions. This can be a pain in the backside if you're wanting to travel diagonally, for example. However, thankfully, VSB Meza, a fellow Twitch streamer, suggested dropping an iron plate on the floor to create a snapping point that allows us extra angled positions. A great suggestion which I hadn't thought of. Do check out both his YouTube and Twitch channel. I'll place a link to both of them in the description below. Now that we're able to point a jump pad on a diagonal option, we can actually use the control button to snap other jump pads next to it. If, for example, you want to travel in 2 separate directions. Meza also mentioned you can also keep the default launch pad angle of the jump pad and then place 6 containers in front of it to align your next jump pad in succession perfectly, allowing you to create a quick and easy jump pad highway to help you traverse long distances. And if that wasn't enough for you, you can actually create traps to yeet hogs away from you, which never gets old. Anyway guys, that's all we have time for in this video. I hope you found it helpful, covering various techniques that you can use this for. If you did, be sure to hit the thumbs up, and obviously if you want to see more, why not follow me on Twitch or subscribe to me on here. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and special thanks goes to our supporters, most notably our Solar Eclipse patrons, The Calamity and Bo Papa, as well as our Lunar Eclipse patron, Matt Lippard, and our Blood Moon of the Day, Prader. Anyway guys, until next time, ciao for now.